Coming up on After the Whistle, it's National Women in Sports Day, and we highlight multiple girls basketball teams that hit the court this week.
Plus, a Center County wrestling team wins a district championship for the first time in 6 years.
A new era of Penn State football has officially begun, and we have breaking news just seconds away. Yes, we begin tonight with breaking news. I'm Bailey Toporser. Penn State hockey player Gavin McKenna has been charged following an alleged assault that occurred Saturday night in downtown State College.
And I'm Sophia Caruso. The freshman from Whitehorse, Yukon, Canada, was arrested by State College police and faces 4 charges. They include felony, aggravated assault, misdemeanor assault, harassment, and disorderly conduct engaged in fighting. He is awaiting a preliminary hearing. McKenna is projected to be the top pick in the NHL draft this year.
Shifting to the hardwood on Monday, the State College Lady Little Lions snagged their 3rd straight victory, defeating Williamsport at home. During this game, State College celebrated National Women in Sports Day and hosted their elementary night before the opening tip. We're going to fast forward to the second quarter. Off the rebound into Sienna Wilson, going coast to coast for the layup, adding more to the big Lady Little Lions lead. Now moving on to the second half, where Jalen Helmrich receives the pass in the post and hits the turnaround floater, attempting to give Williamsport some life, down 20. State College capped off their scoring with Cherie Wilson driving and hop-stepping to the lane for the layup, putting the icing on the cake for the Lady Little Lions. State College would come out on top with a 40-28 win over Williamsport. Sienna Wilson put up 23 points to help score the victory. Our Julia Noelani was at the game.
On Monday night, the Little Lady Lions faced the Millionaires and came out on top. However, this game meant more.
Tonight, the Lady Lions were playing against the Williamsport Millionaires. However, tonight was more than just a game. Tonight was also National Women and Girls in Sports Night, and it was the first ever one that State College has ever held here in this gym.
It started out with the team inviting 5 young girls to stand with them for the national anthem, and they were part of the starting lineups. Junior Sienna Wilson was the leading scorer in the win, and says to her, it means a lot to play in front of the young girls.
It's like leading by example and showing them, what it's like to be on a girls' team, knowing that they're girls as well and what they could potentially become one day.
At the end of the first quarter, all of the high school's female athletes were recognized on the court. And to make the night more special, the team is also one of the only in the conference that has a female head coach leading their team.
We go into our Mid-Penn League in our district, and there's not a lot of female coaches. It's a very male-dominated field, so to be one of the few, it's exciting.
Freshman Elise Bechtel had some key threes in the game and says she loves being able to inspire the young girls who want to be like her in the future.
Have strength and have courage and don't let anything pull you back. Just keep going.
Needless to say, this new tradition was a major success and was enjoyed by everybody. For After the Whistle, I'm Julia Noelani.
It will be exciting to see how this tradition grows for the Lady Little Lions in years to come.
Today, we give a big shout out to all of our female reporters and staff members in honor of National Women in Sports Day. This is the 40th anniversary of the holiday, powered by the Women's Sports Foundation. The inaugural holiday was created in 1987 in remembrance of Olympic volleyball player Flo Hyman for her athletic achievements and dedication to promoting equality for women's sports.
It was senior night in the Eagles' nest as Tyrone looked to spoil the fun. A heartwarming moment from Tyrone as they pass the ball around and get it to senior Elena Woomer, who is out for the season with an injury. Look at that camaraderie from the team there. Now on to the game. Central on defense. Madeline Benton makes a nice steal, takes it down the court for Central. She dishes it to Addison Long, who makes a quick jumper. Central trails 7-4. Another quick play from Central as Addie Imes puts her shoulder down and makes a strong drive for the layup.
Great moves.
Absolutely. And Tyrone back with the ball. It is Rylan Crowell on the rebound. Back out to Claire Lehman. Shot goes up and bang! With 2 minutes left in the first, Brielle Parker puts up a stop and a steal for Tyrone. Parker takes on the fast break and Crowell does the rest. Great moves there. The Golden Eagles would not stop there as they win 55-36.
Just taking over that court.
Absolutely, and the win bumps Tyrone to the 2 seed in the District 6 class 4A playoffs.
Bellefonte headed to Bishop Guilfoyle on Monday night for a battle between one team with just 1 loss and another looking for their first win. Jumping right into the action, it's Gia Adams from beyond the arc hitting the big three to start the game strong for the Lady Marauders.
Great move there.
The Marauders put up a lot of points early. This one, another three from star point guard Leona Williams. A swift and easy shot for her. BG cheerleaders jumping for joy for their team. Love to see it. It wouldn't be until the second quarter, but Bellefonte would finally get on the board with this shot from Talia Cotter, giving the Red Raiders some momentum. The purple and gold would keep piling it on, and 15 players would add to their point total. Lola Wilson getting some playing time and a basket.
Great move from her.
The Marauders would keep their nearly perfect season, going with the 66-10 win. Bellefonte has 2 more weeks to get their first win, while Bishop Guilfoyle hosts their final home game on Saturday. Coming up next, we'll take a look at District 6 3A Wrestling Championships.
Plus, exciting news for a certain Bishop Guilfoyle football player. Bishop Guilfoyle's standout football player, Jake Kissel, announced on Monday his commitment to Villanova University. Kissel played a crucial role in helping BG capture the 1A state championship in 2024, and this year earned our MVP award for his senior season. He joins Villanova's roster as a linebacker.
For the first time in 25 years, the State College boys wrestling team is in the state quarterfinals this Friday night. The Little Lions beat Selinsgrove last night to advance. They haven't been to the quarterfinals since 2001, where they lost in the finals to Easton. They'll face Franklin Regional on Friday at 7 p.m. in Johnstown. Now, let's go back to the District Tournament 3A Finals last weekend, where State College bested Altoona at Central Mountain to make it to Team States. Jason Nickel giving a pep talk and getting his wrestler ready for the match. We jump to 160 pounds, where State High's James Whitbread goes low against Philip Sarbo, wraps around and gets the takedown on the edge of the mat on his way to a tech ball, hyping up the crowd and making it 8-4 State High. Moving to 189 pounds, Teague Sanderson has Ty Keir Davis locked up in the cradle, and with a quick rock and roll to get back points, Sanderson secures the 19-2 tech ball in about 4 minutes to make the team score 13-9.
Insane moves from him.
I couldn't do that. Now to 107 pounds, Altoona's Dominic Picciotti gets a half Nelson and pulls Camden Fletcher over onto his back for the quick pin in under a minute for 16 points to make the score 25-15. Giving it his all to help Altoona in the tournament, but he's making it look easy. Real talent there.
Absolutely.
Despite forfeiting the final 3 matches, State College got the 34-33 win. This victory earned State College the District 6 title for the first time since 2020. 2 top 6 teams in Class 3A faced off last night when Westmont Hilltop traveled to Bishop Guilfoyle. We start in the first quarter, where Brock Bowles gets the feed down low and banks it to start the scoring for the Hilltoppers.
It's insane.
Now in the second quarter, Tyler Leitner comes up with the steal, and the ball ends up with Troy Ruggery, who hits the reverse layup. Good ball movement there.
Absolutely.
Still, the second quarter, it's Ruggery again, who drives the lane and hits the floater to send the BG crowd into a frenzy for their team. So much support. Halfway through the third, and Westmont Hilltop gets the steal, and Jack Westner goes coast to coast to give the Hilltoppers the lead. The Marauders completed the comeback in the fourth quarter, winning the game 66-57. Bishop Guilfoyle improves to 15-3 as Westmont Hilltop drops to 14-3 and returns home tonight to face Chestnut Ridge.
High school hockey takes it to Beaver Stadium. Altoona faced off against State College High School for the second time this season. Last time State College earned the win, so Altoona is looking for revenge. We enter the snow-filled Hockey Valley and jump straight into the action. Here in the second period, Altoona's Parker Morobelli feeds the puck to Hayden Hosgood for an easy goal. Going into the third period, tie game, and it is in the hands of Chase Christie, who flies down the ice and breaks this game open for the Mountain Lions.
You can just feel the team energy. This is such a special night for them.
Absolutely, and they would not stop there as Owen Wastovich patted on another goal off the feed from Chase Christie late in the third period. Altoona would shock the Little Lions, winning by a score of 7-4 in the Valley. State College drops to 11-3 and will play Greater Johnstown tomorrow night, while Altoona climbs to 4-9 and will meet State College yet again in their next game.
Coming up, the Matt Campbell era officially starts in Happy Valley.
But before that, here's some upcoming matchups across District 6.
It's National Signing Day across the country, and here in Happy Valley, big change is underway.
Head coach Matt Campbell took to the podium this afternoon. Owen Camaros has more.
We sit in the proudest football tradition in all of college football. Do we understand that it's about those that came before us?
Matt Campbell comes to Happy Valley after 10 seasons with Iowa State, where he posted a 72-55 record. Now with the task of rebuilding a program with 2 new coordinators and over 50 new players, Campbell has his work cut out for him.
There's probably some areas that you wish you didn't have to deal with, and then there's probably some other areas you're really grateful that you had the ability to deal the way we were able to deal with.
One thing Campbell and offensive coordinator Taylor Mauser don't have to worry about is their quarterback. Rocco Becht followed both of them from Iowa State.
I have a daughter. If she married someone like Rocco, it'd be the win of the century.
Last season, Becht threw for 2,500 yards and 16 touchdowns. In mid-December, the redshirt senior had surgery on his non-throwing shoulder to fix a torn labrum. He played his final 6 games of the 2025 season with the injury.
He's as tough and as competitive as any football player I've been around.
Penn State came into last year with national championship aspirations. This year, Campbell's goals are more grounded.
We only get 12 guaranteed Saturdays in college football. And you have to use all your resources to understand what it means to be your best.
For After the Whistle, I'm Owen Camaros.
The new head coach was also seen at Beaver on Saturday, attending the first ever Beaver Stadium Hockey Classic. Our reporter Brahman Leiber reports.
Having opened its doors in 1960 and currently under renovation, Beaver Stadium has hosted multiple games, athletes, and notable artists. However, nearly 70 years later, it's trading its grass for ice, hosting its first ever hockey game. Penn State hockey took over the stadium for its first ever outdoor games, hosting 5 total, including high school, club, and D1 games.
We love the hockey team. We're 100% behind the Penn State hockey team. Want to see them win the national championship.
Single-digit temperatures didn't keep fans away.
Doesn't matter. Cold weather doesn't matter. This is hockey territory. Penn State hockey doesn't care about the weather.
No. Was it cold? No, we didn't notice that.
The historic transformation didn't come without challenges, especially when it came to the ice.
When it affected the way that we were able to make cutbacks and drive the net a little bit, that affected our game. We just kind of had to simplify our game a little bit more.
Again, I'm not a scientist, but I believe the sun didn't help like those corners in that end, and like a chunk of the ice came out, and so they were using snow, dry freeze to keep it playable.
The effort to make it happen was all hands on deck.
And like Pat Kraft's got a shovel, and he's shoveling snow down the chutes.
It was bigger and more vast than I imagined. Just never thought that I would be able to be on a hockey rink in that kind of atmosphere.
Despite the men's 5-4 overtime loss to Michigan State, men's head coach Guy Godowski was still grateful.
It's hard to feel negative because of the loss, because this was such an amazing experience.
With more than 74,000 attending, it was the second largest crowd in college hockey history. And the women set their own program record for attendance in their 3-0 win over Robert Morris. For After the Whistle, I'm Bronwyn Leiber.
Penn State's men's basketball team hosted Minnesota on Sunday, looking for their first Big Ten win of the year. As always, Penn State puts on a great pregame show to hype everyone up. We start in the second half where some beautiful ball movement by the Golden Gophers sets up Bobby Durkin with an open three, and he connects to cut the lead down to 2.
Great moves from him.
Absolutely. Now with under a minute to go, Caden Mingo drives in and finishes the reverse layup to get Penn State's lead back to 3. You can hear the crowd going wild. Now with 6 seconds to go in a tie game, Mingo gets tied up, spins, steps through, gets the layup to go give Penn State a 2-point lead. The Nittany Lions come out on top with their first conference win. Penn State moves to 10-12, led by Freddie DeLeon's 25 points. They travel to Ann Arbor tomorrow to face Michigan.
Friday, number 1 ranked Penn State Wrestling hosted a Bryce Jordan Center duel against number 6 Nebraska. New head football coach Matt Campbell and athletic director Pat Kraft were present that night. Now to 141 pounds, Nebraska's Brock Hardy gets the crotch lock into the near side cradle on Braden Davis for the pin. But a kick from Davis loses the team's point for unsportsmanlike conduct, making it a 7-6 state. Next is 165 pounds, and Mitchell Messenbrick drops Nebraska's LJ Arejo and wraps for an easy 3-point. Later on, Messenbrick would finish the job with a tech fall, showing some flair and emotion to make it 15-9.
I would not be able to do that.
Me either. And off to 197 pounds, Josh Barr shelves the leg of Camden McDaniel and twists around him for the takedown. Later in the period, Barr on the edge of the mat drags McDaniel back down as hard as he can, driving for his legs and getting the 3 as on the edge as he would win by 21-9 by major decision. Penn State wins the top 10 duel 26-12. Penn State keeps a perfect record and will go on to Michigan on Friday. It was a packed week in Center County.
It would be impossible for me to pick out just 3 top plays, but luckily Edison Palumbi is in the studio with his.
Thanks, guys. We've covered a lot of different sports throughout this week, but we really have 3 plays that stand out. We start off at Beaver Stadium where McKenna Walsh sends it to Shelby Shane and gets it right back, fires it into the back of the net for the first Penn State hockey goal at Beaver Stadium to give the Nittany Lions a 1-0 lead. Now at number 2, we're going to stay at Beaver Stadium but go down to high school hockey this time. Parker Mirabelli dekes his defender to the ice, swings it to Hayden Hosgood for the goal in Altoona's eventual victory over State College. And now our number 1 play is courtesy of Penn State men's basketball as Caden Mingo drives in, finds some room to get a shot off with the left hand, and gets it to fall with 1.4 seconds to go. Penn State would then steal the inbound to clinch a 77-75 win, which was their first of the Big Ten season. It was a talent-packed week, but those are our top 3 plays of that week. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Now, Bailey, I know people are upset that Puxatawny Phil said 6 more weeks of winter, but if that means more weeks of Penn State and District 6 winter sports, then sign me up.
I mean, it was really, really cold in Beaver Stadium for the game. I mean, I had about 5 layers on, but I do not regret being able to witness history. It was really awesome.
Exactly, and I feel like every District 6, every Penn State winter game, that's history. I mean, they're all just so good.
Absolutely.
That's all for this week's show. Tune in next week for more coverage on District 6 and Penn State sports. I'm Sophia Caruso.
And I'm Bailey Tporser. For more updates on our show and coverage of games, follow us on X, Instagram, and TikTok at ATWPSU, and check out the Penn State Student Media website. We'll see you next week, right here on After the Whistle.